It is 5:00 PM on Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. We'll call the Board of Works and Safety meetings order. Roll call, please.
Weigel.
Here.
Smith, absent. Daniel.
Here. In front of you are the minutes from our last meeting on December 30th. Do you have any changes or corrections?
I did not see it.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Next up is pay application for Premier Power. Sean?
It's not pay application, this is,
Oh, okay.
This is a quote for
Okay.
a project, but it looks exactly like the last one I just did. So
Okay.
That's why you would think it might be a pay application.
Okay,
The same company that just did our south substation testing, our north substation is now due this year. We do these on a 5-year rotation. So the third and final remaining substation isn't due for another couple of years, so we won't have that one for a while. Same test, same exact, I think it's even the same cost. They did a great job on the last one. We're really happy with them. And to be honest, there's a gentleman that's getting ready to retire that's really good at what he does. Before he leaves. So this will probably take place in the fall, if I had to guess. Their schedule's looking kind of busy in the spring. It's either a spring or a fall project when the load is down, because we have to drop load and put it on different substations. So yeah, the quote for this one is $53,360. I recommend we go with Premier Power for that amount for our substation testing at the north substation.
okay. Questions of Sean?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll make a motion, we approve proposal GCBS-447629 with Premier Power Maintenance in the amount of $53,360.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor should put the usual sign. It is unanimous. Okay. Do we have an employment training agreement or no? That's next on the agenda.
Yeah, there's 4 there's 4 of them.
4 of them. Okay.
There's 4 new officers.
Okay.
Are they not in that packet?
They're not in the packet, but I figured you'd just bring in that one I can't read. Blocker, Bedwell, Jansen, and Didion. Thank you. That does not look like Diddy. That's our standard employment training agreement.
Yes, sir.
Pretty normal.
Yep.
These are for our new police officers.
Oh, okay.
And this basically says if we're gonna invest in you, you're gonna invest in us. That's the agreement.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion, we approve the employment training agreements for Didion, Jansen, Bedwell, and Blocker as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor should put the usual sign. It is unanimous. Here you go. And here you go. Let's do those. And we'll do, move on to bills. In whatever order you want to do them, man.
So the first one on top here is HSA contributions.
Okay.
And make a motion that we accept the HSA contributions in the amount of $188,000 as presented.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor should put the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present.
I make a motion for performance bonuses in the amount of $7,625, no, 70, is it 76,250?
Yep. 76.
As presented.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor should put the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present.
Make a motion that we approve the first quarter clothing allowance for $13,125 as presented.
Okay. I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor should put the usual sign. It's unanimous of this present.
I make a motion for the EFT from 12/30 to year end in the amount of, right there, $125,000 as presented.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor should put the usual sign. It is unanimous.
Make a motion that we pay checks for 12, 30, 25 year to year end in the amount of $152,625.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
Make a motion that we pay checks from 1 through the 13th in the amount of $1,064,872.78 as presented.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It's unanimous. Those present. Yep, you got it. There you go.
All right, make a motion, we pay EFT from 01 through the 13th in the amount of $925,390.04.
Second motion. Second motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Sorry, that's my fault. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Lisa can't leave anymore, huh?
No.
Something not on the agenda, but came up today, and Marcia, you and I did talk about it, but I want to make sure that you're aware of it. Greg created those quitclaim deeds from the city to the redevelopment commission for the jail, so that there's more flexibility that you and I talked about, I think, last week.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I just want to let you know, Greg did create them. Would you
Okay,
like to
good.
see them before we?
No, that's
Okay,
okay.
okay. So,
Oh, yes, I remember now.
okay, so in conversation with Marcia, as well as with some private company that that's gonna help us bring in some additional developers to look at the jail and kind of ensure that we have a good wide net cast for the jail and the public-private, whatever development of that in the future. It was recommended that we transfer the deeds, if you will, of all the jail property that we own there now from the county over to the redevelopment commission, so that they have a lot more flexibility, the redevelopment commission does, than we do in negotiations and things to that effect. So that's what this is. There's looks like 1, 2, get there, maybe 3. Looks like 4 different quitclaim deeds. Again, stays within the auspices of the city, but goes up to redevelopment because they have more flexibility. Any questions regarding that? Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve the quitclaim deeds for the four different quitclaim deeds for the former Whitley County Jail as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor show the usual sign. It is unanimous. Thank you. Anything else you got for us?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, Tom. Department reports.
Oh,
Or if you have anything for the board.
hold on, I gotta bring up my email to you. Well, no, I thought they're gonna be here for the next one too.
Chip, go ahead.
Just coming back from vacation, getting my toes back into it. Working on, hopefully by the end of tomorrow, having a firm pick for the amphitheater to start the BOT on that. Working alongside with you on the jail and just some catching up on emails and voicemails, so getting back into the first of the year.
Questions of Chip?
And the trail's 99.9%. Oh,
I would give it 99.7%. We had an issue with the permit, so.
thank you, Captain, for that.
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you, Tom.
101's out for repair. The rear leaf spring, as I reported about a month ago. The right side leaf spring, one of them broke and flew out. We don't know where it went so they're having to replace that. Well, when you do one, you do the other. So they're replacing those. When it gets back, Adam's gonna have to take it down. It's got some coolant and oil leaks he's gonna address, so 101's gonna be down for a couple weeks. Well, if we get it back from heavy truck tomorrow, and then Adam's gonna take it. It shouldn't take that long now, but it's gonna total in a couple weeks. We do have a lot of the equipment for the new truck on order, or it has been delivered already. So we're either awaiting it or it's sitting down in the station. that's kind of good news. Speaking of the new truck, now we're being told June, July. So,
It's okay, we're okay with that though.
yes,
Because originally we were told it was gonna be like end of next year, or end of
This
this
year,
year,
yes.
right? Could be even as late as the beginning of next year, and then it was like, oh, it's gonna come in March of this year, and now we're back into June or July, so I'm okay with June or July, honestly.
yes.
And we're really not in a rush, I mean, our engines are okay outside of consistently being repaired.
You know, and a lot of it's just normal wear and tear stuff, it just
Yep.
happens. We are looking at all of our options for 800 radios. The west side of the firehouse, if you walked in from the west, you noticed that we had a contractor come in and cut the bottom 3 feet off, basically establishing a wainscot along the bottom to get rid of the damage that was done along the bottom of the metal, along the west side of the firehouse. We don't know if people are hitting it in between the telephone poles, which I don't know how they would do that without creating damage to their vehicles, but,
Yeah.
or if it's snow being pushed up against the building and damaging the metal on the bottom. Either way, if it's snow, there's nowhere for the street department to push it, they have to push it that way. I'm blaming my cook. And and we are actively taking quotes for a company to come in and do our hose testing this year, so, that's something that needs to be done, and we're looking for a company to come in and do that for us, so, other than that, there's a lot going on, that's the highlights.
What part of your hose gets tested?
All of it, what do you mean?
Like,
You take every
is
section
it
of
the
hose.
seals, is it the,
It's all of it.
Okay.
You take every section of hose, you hook it up to a machine, you inflate it to, I can't remember the PSI, and it has to maintain that, and then you visually inspect every connection from the metal to the hose portion.
so it's a
to see
leak,
if
it's a leak test?
It's a leak test, it's to make sure that the liner hasn't separated and that it can maintain that kind of pressures without pulling away from the couplings.
Gotcha, okay,
It's basically so that you don't have a hose blow
yeah,
while you're on a scene.
okay. Thanks. Questions, Tom? Thank you. Mike?
Met with the insurance adjuster yesterday. Our office roof sustained some damage, November 26th, all the high winds that we had right before, day before Thanksgiving. And then we had all the bad weather and snow and cold and everything like that, so I'm warmed up. I talked to Leslie, and the adjuster came out yesterday, and they've done an inspection, total damage, plus the ceiling tiles in my office. That was damaged from some water that has blown in over time. They come up with a cost value of $9,815.49, and our deductible is $10,000, so our net claim is 0. So, if it's okay with the board, I'm gonna move forward, and we'd like to replace that. Part of that building is on its second roof, the other part of the building is on its third. The older part of the building, has its third roof on. I've been there 30 years, and that's 3 different roofs on that, and that should last longer than that. So we want to move to have a metal roof installed. And I think that's going to last a lot longer than a shingle roof.
Are you
So we have
asking?
no protection from the wind or anything like that, so.
Mhm.
And it's just, I'm just letting you know, I mean, it's going to be under what we're allowed to spend, I'm sure, so.
Gotcha.
But I haven't got any quotes, but I'm going to head and, I've got a guy that's interested in doing this, so he's going to, all my staff is going to move ahead and get us quotes. So we'll see where that comes at. Had met with Ferguson today out of Fort Wayne. We're going to be changing out our decant valves on the slip storage tank. We've got one with decanting water off of it that will not close all the way. And then we've got one that just barely open. So we've got a price to change those out. So later on this year, we'll change all 4 of those out at the same time. I'm not sure the price on that. They're working on that. He's also going to be pricing out LAL sensors for the dice store. We have to change those out yearly. And one is due, and then we always keep one back just in case. So started working on the SDI report today, and just basically working on year-end things. So
Okay. Questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gary?
Okay, Officer Jansen, Officer Bedwell are in their field training stage and doing very well. The guys seem to think that they're catching on good. They're pretty green guys, but one worked over to jail, so he's doing really well with the radio language and all that, so. But Bedwell's doing well himself too, so. Officer Garmin, Officer Blocker, and Officer Didion are down at the academy in their second week. They're also doing well. Tornado sirens have been repaired with the help of the electric department. We appreciate them coming in and doing those battery boxes. I might have spoke about that in the last meeting, but since Sean's here this time, I wanted to personally thank him for getting his guys out there and getting those up. The one at Deploy Drive works good. The one at the FOP, the motherboard is fried. So that's been ordered and it should be up and running here soon. It should be here anytime, so. Then those will be done with, which is good. Both police and dispatch have big plans for great trainings this year in 2026. Holidays went off without a hitch. We had some extra patrols around the city, which I think helped with all that. Then we're doing a community Lego creation with local police. So we got the Eagle Glen Event Center, which is now called the Glen, has graciously offered to donate the space so we can go out there with, I don't know, we got 25 of these little police truck kits to put together, and we'll see how many we get signed up, and if we get more, then we'll order more. So that should be on February 22nd between 2 and 4.
Okay. Questions of Gary?
Yes, sir.
Is it a race?
No, we're gonna actually put a TV up and do instructionals. As we go.
Is there age restrictions?
50 and under.
All right.
So we'll be putting something out for sign up on that. So-
Okay. Great. Well, you just tell me when you want it advertised.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Sean?
We continue with pole changes. Been working on Brown Road this week and last. Get a few more done this week before the weather turns. I feel. Then we're gonna be done for a little while, looking at the weather, changing poles anyway. We're gonna move to other things. I'm working on a job description that I had approved a few years ago, but we never got it into the salary ordinance. So we're gonna see what it's gonna take to get that added to the salary ordinance. So it's a little bit different job description. It's gonna incorporate two different positions into one. So I'm gonna start working on that hopefully this week. Then we're gonna post that position as soon as we get that done. And it'll be a position where they'll be responsible for doing all of our locates, but also be like a groundsman for us. So when they're not doing locates, we have other stuff for them to do that way.
Yeah.
That way, we can stick our journeyman linemen that are top of the pay scale are out doing locates fairly often. So I think that'll help us moving forward. We did start an intern this week, Grant Sievers. Another Sievers in the city. So he's been there a couple of days. His schedule worked out great. Although he is from Churubusco, I don't hold that against him too much. He's from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. every day, so it's nice. He's gonna get out and see what line work's like, and see if this is what he wants to do, and possibly go to lineman college when he's this summer. So
Yeah.
So other than that, had a lot of discussion on speaking of lineman college. The board of directors at the IMEA, where we run our own lineman college now, we've been getting some discussions with getting a sponsorship for that training facility. So that's moving forward tomorrow with a good discussion. So hopefully that starts pushing that program. We already had 2 people from Woodley County complete that program, and they both have got job placements already. So
That's great.
So yeah, it's awesome. Just daily activities.
Question of Sean. Okay, go ahead. You want to introduce yourself? And so I need name, grade, and then talk about the youth council.
Okay, my name is Delaney D, and I am a sophomore at Columbia City, and I'm part of the youth council. And like the last meeting we did, or
Yeah, what we did at the last meeting.
okay, so the last meeting we went to Mary Rayburn Elementary School, and we helped with Christmas stations. So we had like crafts and games for them to play, and we were able to just spend the morning like playing with them and like getting to know them and just letting them have like a fun little holiday before Christmas break happened. And then we went and we toured the courthouse here in town, and we were able to meet with like all of the people who run the records, all of the people that run the courts, the judges. We were able to like go into all the rooms in the courtrooms, and we were able to just like learn about how these courtrooms worked and like the difference between not having technology and having technology, and just how that would look different in different eras. And we were able to like meet some of the people who run the polls of like the election for mayor and things like that. And it was a very like enlightening experience because a lot of people don't get to see those things. So I just felt very honored that I was able to be a part of that, and so that was our last meeting.
Great. Questions? Okay, thank you, ma'am, appreciate it. Marcia?
I have nothing.
Leslie?
I have nothing.
A couple of things for kind of your information. We've got a lot of things we're working on. As Chip mentioned, we had our two interviews, on-site interviews with two potential firms to run the amphitheater project through the BOT, a portion of that. So I think those went really well. Two really close firms, and so we're going to have an answer hopefully by the end of the week on that. We did meet today to discuss the future of Westgate, and there is a bill going through the legislature right now that will appropriate some additional dollars. It's already appropriated, but they're going to shift the money over to the Community Crossings program, so we may see another round in March, April-ish timeframe, and then they'll have their normal round in July. So we're gonna apply for the March, April round for Westgate. If we're not successful there, we'll reapply right in July. If it's the March, April-ish timeframe, then I think there's a good possibility that we could get that project underway this year. If it's the July, that means they'll award in August, and now we'll be pushed back into probably next construction season. But nevertheless, we are still moving forward with Westgate one way or another. That's really, really important to get that finished. We already have 2 of the 3 phases done. We want to finish that 3rd phase, so.
You know, a few of the people I spoke with are very happy
Good.
with how it's turned out. I know it's a little frustrating to start out, but I think for the most part, I like to believe that most of them are happy
I
with
think
the
so.
results.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, after the first round, after the first phase, there was a fair amount of people that said, well, you know, that was kind of a pain, but it looks good, so when is our time? And now since the 2 or 3 phases have been completed, now it's like, hey, let's get this finished kind of thing. So, so we are still moving in that direction, just so you're aware. We do have our city blood draw for our wellness program that'll happen on Thursday. So everyone that is participating in that will have their blood draw here. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? I am out of the office next week.
They take mine, everybody gets their diabetes, so I don't want mine.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they keep it, but then obviously the 29th and 30th is our city retreat. That will be up in South Bend, so looking forward to that, and kind of moving through that. That is open to the public if you want to go up to the St. Mary's Inn, I think is what it's called. That is open to the public. So with that, I don't think I have anything else at the moment I can think of. So Dan, you have anything?
I have nothing.
Okay, we obviously, Lisa's not here. We have no press. We have no audience. Anything else for the good of the cause? Okay, we will call the meeting adjourned. Thank you.